Testing, testing. All right, we are live. Oh my goodness, there was zombies coming at me when I was sleeping. That's not good. All right, get out of here, buddy. Ooh, that was close. Let me reduce the volume there. That was a bit too loud, but hello, people of YouTube. Welcome back to the Martial Rights channel. I know that my username says that I write, but I don't write as much right now. Which is a good reminder that I should probably do write blog posts again in my newsletters. Believe it or not, right before I started to focus on playing Minecraft on YouTube and TikTok, I really wanted to write a bunch of stuff on my newsletter, and the topics would surround, the topics that I'll choose will probably about faith, Christianity, and self-improvement, self-development. Because I was raised that way. My dad was a big self-help guy. With a mix of some Christian beliefs, if you get what I mean. Of course, as I grew older, I think the original gospel, that is, that we as sinners are saved by Christ alone, has become more important to me compared to just self-help stuff by Tony Robbins, let's say. um, Let me just put my stuff in here first. Oop, I think I ran out of space there, but that's okay. We got a clock. I don't know if this is useful or not, but I'm gonna use it nonetheless. Alright, cool. Let's keep moving. So we're currently exploring some other places. Excuse me, I have to burp there for a bit. Let me just drop off and burn all the stuff that I don't need. The good thing is that we have a flint and steel, so we can easily burn all of our trash in our inventory. So we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. I'll keep the rest of my items. Thank you very much. Okay. I just wanted to give you an update on the progress of the Minecraft Survivor world. We actually made quite a lot of progress yesterday. We were able to make a new house and a skeleton for another house. What I mean by a skeleton is it's partially done, so it's almost there, and I'll just have to go back and actually finish the whole thing. I forgot what I was doing here. Let me see. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go back to the ocean, not this way. I forgot. All right. So we actually went exploring for quite a while, because I wanted to find some village bells. I kind of lost my bell, my original bell that I have in my village, and I thought I should just grab a new one, and while I go exploring at the same time. And it was a good exploring session, I would say. I got some items from villages over here, which was pretty nice. I got a stone cutter, I got a cartographer, and I don't know what the other thing is, but yeah, we were very productive with it. I'm glad that I went all the way up here from my base over here. Kind of crazy how far this is. Look at that. Oh, that's crazy. So let's just go back. Because I wanted to show you. Oop, there's a shipwreck right there. Wait, that is a shipwreck, right? Yeah, that is. Okay, cool. I'm not going to explore that now. Or maybe I should. I'll just do it just for the sake of this video, because I know that I have not done any other Minecraft videos that's like above 20 minutes long. So, I got a map. Sure, I guess maps are good. I'll get the paper as well. There should be another chest around here. Maybe if I can dive deeper. Or is there only one chest? And that's the only chest there is, right? That's fine. We don't have too much storage space anyway, so we don't need to get all of the stuff there. That's fine. Anyways, where were we? What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. I was going to say that I made partially done with another house that's made from stone bricks for our little complex behind our large wooden mansion. It's not exactly mansion, but you get the idea. It's quite a big house. It's quite a big house. I still don't know what to fill it with. Um, I think I had a few ideas of making like a whole like a map table there in the middle on the left side of my house, but I'm still thinking about it. If that's possible, I think that's definitely possible. I just need to work harder and because again, I have a job and most of my time is spent on this thing called the job instead of playing on Minecraft. So yeah, my priorities can shift quite a lot, and I don't have as much time on Minecraft as I used to. But that's okay. I just want to be consistent again with YouTube and live streaming. I don't think I can offer any good edits or a very long time of editing. I think I can just try to be as consistent as I can. Oh, we found a temple. What do you call these things? An ocean temple? Ocean ruins. I don't know what this is, but this is a very cool one. Ocean temple. I honestly forgot what this is, but yep, let's put it there. Alright, cool. We got that just shipwreck right here. I think there's a bunch of stuff that I can see thanks to the texture pack that I have. That it allows me to see shipwrecks along the way. So this is super helpful, by the way. Oh yeah, this was the dark forest biome that I found. Alright, cool. That's good. Let's keep going for now. But yeah, I don't know why my breathing is so heavy today. I feel like I'm super exhausted or something. It's probably because I've been yapping for quite a while. I was streaming for like 2 hours today, and that's why I'm just tired. Just tired from working as well. Personally, I've been thinking about making a comeback in software development. I think it's very hard to leave my old habits of, tinkering around with code and websites and whatnot. And I've been diving into Web3. I've been diving with, making crypto coins, tokens and whatnot. It's kind of fun. And I don't know. I guess I'm just I just do it for the thrill, I do believe I actually really believe that Web3 technology and cryptocurrencies can be a pretty good starting point for the next phase of human civilization. And I'm not even kidding. I think it's one of those things where each civilization will have to adapt to. Remember that probably 100 years, 200 years ago, we didn't really know how to drive a car, but now almost everyone drives a car. And people back then, they probably didn't want to buy cars because, oh, it's so expensive, it's so complicated, and I need to know this and this and that. But now everyone is required to understand how it works. And I think it's just that part of human civilization. I mean, it's just that phase of human civilization where everyone needs to learn something new. Right? Everyone needs to learn something new. And one of those things is probably Bitcoin. I'm a Bitcoin maximalist. I think that trading cryptocurrencies is not the best career right now, but your opinion may differ. I think that it's very risky, and I would prefer to to actually bring value to my work colleagues, to my boss, and to the company that I work in. Because your company definitely serves some kind of purpose, right? And especially to your clients, to the clients of your company. So, I know I'm just yapping here, but hear me out. I think when it comes to creating value, working as an employee or becoming a businessman and an entrepreneur, you could say, is still the best way to contribute to society. That could be definitely a content creator. It doesn't limit that. But I was just saying that um, Bitcoin is the best money. It's not cash. It's not in dollars, but it's in Bitcoin. And I know that people can have different opinions on this, but I just don't want people to keep losing their money every single year because of inflation. And inflation happens because banks need to print money to pay their own debts and to spread out those money to people who use loans, who take out loans from banks. And yeah, I think that as a Gen Z guy, you know, I'm very well versed with my computer. And I try to educate as many people as I can to be as tech savvy as they can because I don't want them to be left out. And that's including my brother. I've been teaching him on how to secure his own accounts to make sure that nobody else takes control of his accounts, his online accounts, his Gmail or whatever, including his taxes. Don't use a consultant. You have to manage your taxes yourself. and uh, and yeah, that's it. That's the only thing I want to talk about. I just think that if you can save money from your work salary, let's say that you get your monthly paycheck, and you should reserve 50% of your paycheck into Bitcoin, not as an investment, but Bitcoin is like cash, but it's better. Alright, it's not gold. It's not an investment. It's cash, but it's better. It's better because someday in the future, all of the countries that you might use every single day, like maybe you use the pound sterling in the UK, or the US dollar in the US, the Canadian dollar in Canada, the Australian dollar, and so on. They won't mean much because countries will have to keep printing their own currency to pay their own debts. And sadly, this is the thing that's happening in my country, Indonesia, and that's why our economy is so bad right now. It's not the most ideal. And one of the best ways to revive such an economy, in my opinion, is to number one, educate the people. That includes teaching them basic mathematics, teaching them basics in sciences, really. And accounting is also pretty good subject that I can teach. English, the English language is amazing. If you understand English, then you have maybe half of the world's knowledge right now because you understand English. And most resources, most books about finances, about religion, about history, about science is written in English. And that's why I promote Indonesian people to be well versed in English. I know that as an Indonesian, I should be using Bahasa Indonesia, which just means the Indonesian language. But from what I've seen, I think it would greatly improve the literacy of our people if they're able to read in English. I know this is a lot to take in, but I believe that this is the right case that we should have. And that is, people should read books more. And sometimes the Indonesian language might be too wordy. The words can be quite long. And that's why sometimes the English language is a better option. And I'm not in the beginning. I've been using English since I was 11 years old. And until today, I think in English. I imagine dreams. I talk to myself in English. I don't talk to myself in my head with Indonesian. No. I talk to myself in English because it helps me solve problems faster. It helps me to refer to other people's work easier as well, because when it's about programming at the time, you have to refer to English sources, right? Engineering textbooks, all in English, right? But yeah, I know. I think I'm not crazy, but I think I have a point here. um, because I'm truly concerned about the future of this country, and I just think it's my calling. It's my calling from God. I recently watched a video. It was a sermon. I don't think it was a sermon, but yeah, it was from John Piper. John Piper is this pastor from the States, and I think the title of his sermon was "How to Not Waste Your Life," and then it hit me. I've actually asked that question multiple times in my life, but I think I've asked enough questions, but I've never really done anything about it. And so, when I was eating lunch, I thought that, right, I make Minecraft videos, and I thought, how can I contribute to the people of my country this way? Right? Am I dumbing them down? Am I trying to make them stupid by continuously watching Minecraft videos? Or should I teach them something else? And then, well, obviously, the answer that I got, immediately it pops up into my head, is that I should still keep going with the Minecraft stuff, because I think I've put too much work on it also. But again, it's also because I wanted to show people, especially Indonesian kids, that there is an opportunity out here, that if you're able to speak in English, if you're able to speak in Japanese, in Korean, there's a whole other world waiting for you. Right. And I think I talk about this in a video. I don't know if I uploaded a recording of it or not, but there's this one time where I was looking in Vietnamese forums for a certain thing that I have to look into. For it's a very specific thing I have to look into, and I realized that these people, the Vietnamese people, they have this own little bubble around them, and they don't realize that there's a whole other world outside of Vietnam. And after looking into it, I chatted just with some Vietnamese people. I tried my best to translate their language into English, and I thought, wow, isn't it kind of weird at how many people there's out there that doesn't understand that there's a whole other world, like, out there, but they just don't know how to get there, because number one, they don't have the knowledge to do it. Number two, they don't understand the language. Right. And so when I went to Thailand also, I realized, oh, this was like a whole other world here. The way that people think is different, the way that they were raised were different, and their parents were different. Their struggle to independence was different. I don't think Thailand was invaded, but you get the idea. I don't think Thailand was colonized by any European nations, but you get the idea. Is that it was just so different. It was so different from the notion that I have from people in Indonesia, and it shocked me. It shocked me to the bone that, oh my gosh, I should teach this to the people in my country. I need to let them know that, hey, there's this whole other world out here that you need to take a look at. We can learn from them. And I think that goes the same way for other people in other countries. If they go to Indonesia, they'll have more than enough to learn about things that they can implement in where they are. despite everything, I think people can learn from Indonesia quite a lot of things even, and so do we. So do we. And that's why I push the agenda that hey, you kids need to learn English now, and you're not going to regret this later on. Right? You have AI. You have people on Discord. You have people on Reddit. I don't think Reddit is allowed here, but you get the idea. On Discord is still definitely still allowed. I want you guys to learn English, and I want you guys to learn Mandarin if you can, to learn other kind of languages that you might have learned about, because it's here. The global change is coming. You can't stay the same way, man. You can't stay the same way, just like what your parents told me. My parents was like that, but I'm grateful that my dad. I wouldn't say he's progressive, but he really wants me to go beyond what he has done, and he doesn't want me to stay at the same level as him. And so he would always push me to become a better version of him. He doesn't want his son to be the same as him. He wants his son to be better, and that also applies to my little brother, my younger brother. That he just really wants us to be better than him. And I thought to myself, wow, that's a very noble job, Dad. I told him that, and I think it struck me when I was taking my brother back to his dorm for college, because I think it was like a 2-hour drive away from my parents' house and from where I live, and so I had to drive him there. And I told him that because he was angry at my dad, because my dad was kind of like, Asian dads. they don't know how to express their love for their children, but I know deep down that my dad cares for my younger brother. And so I told him, that's just his way of caring for his children, and you have to understand that he really wants the best for you. And now when I said that, I realized, wow, I didn't realize that I was never envious of my brother, and I've always wanted him to be better than me. Like I'll be super proud of him. If anything good happens to him, I'll be super proud of him. But yeah, I just want people to look at the world and see, hey, this is not your only choice. Like there's a whole other world out there that you need to learn about, and then maybe you can rethink your decisions moving forward. I know this is a lot to process in, but this was something that I have to learn for maybe around 4 years when I was in college and when I graduated. But yeah, dudes, if you're watching this, please don't surprise if I suddenly upload a playlist of me teaching Python or teaching programming or anything else, or even just math or physics, because I think ever since I was a kid, especially during high school, I really wanted people to become smarter, because I think if they're able to conquer a very hard subject at school, I think their confidence will go up quite a lot. Because that was the case with me when I was in high school. After graduating junior high school, I went to a different senior high school. I was really bad at physics. I was really bad at mathematics. I was just really lazy. I didn't want to think about it, and I had to be processed, you could say. Like I was in the oven. I had to be cooked for quite a while, for around 6 months, and then there was the moment where I first got my 100 on a math test. So that was my first time ever to get 100 on a math test in junior high school. And from that point on, I was crazy. I don't want to be arrogant. I don't want to be that guy who boasts a lot. But it really, really affected me. Like I just realized, oh my goodness, I'm smart. I'm a genius at this. And I started to go crazy. I started to learn a lot. I started to keep being this guy who's like really good at math, you could say. I think I still probably am, because it really accelerated my thinking process. Like I think way faster now, even to the point that what I say cannot follow what I think. It's crazy to say that, but it happens quite a lot. And so that's why, including in this video, I try to speak slower. I try to have gaps between sentences, because I have to recollect my thoughts before I speak out what I want to speak out. I know that this Minecraft series is mostly about like an e-journal for me. I think it's because I have way too much free time right now. But it really has gone through my head that am I doing what's right? Is this really the thing that I'm built for, or am I destined for something better, something greater? And oh man, I better pray about that. I better pray about that. But I think I shared it here when I was talking about this with my dad in the car. He was driving. Anyway, I told him that, sometimes I feel pissed off that God never really let me to do the thing that I want, because I'm quite good at it. And then my dad said, throughout his 30 years of career in corporate, he never really got the position that he wanted. He was always going up, like he was getting promotions, but never to the thing that he wanted. He was always being like redirected to another department. And I keep asking, why does that happen to my dad? I think my dad was pretty good at this. And my dad said, sometimes you just have to accept and to understand that I think God is going to give you a bigger purpose than what you might have thought about. And I don't know why I started crying when I heard that. I think it's because I was just frustrated that I never got that peace that I really wanted as a kid. I feel like life is just trying to direct me to a different way every time I do something. And seeing my dad, I think he accepted that a long time ago when he started his family. When he started having me, when he married my mom, and I got my younger brother and everything. And I think he's at that point where he has accepted everything. And I don't know what kind of heart I gotta have to be able to accept that. I think I was angry, I was frustrated at the same time, but I realized that, oh yeah, my life should have a purpose, and it's that thing that's itching on my heart. I always have this itch to teach. To teach. I always have this itch to teach people, because I do think that if you're able to master something that's technical, that's very hard for you, I think your confidence levels will be boosted quite a lot. And from that confidence, you'll be able to take more risk, and you'll be able to experience things that you haven't experienced before. And wow, we've been listening to Animal Crossing music and me yapping for quite a while now. Look at this, it's nighttime. Let me try my other shaders. Does it look good with this one? Oh, it does look brighter. Oh, that looks very nice actually. I like that. But yeah, I've been thinking about that for quite a while, and I'm trying to shed. I'm shedding a tear right now because there's so many things happening in my life right now that to the point, like, I want to give something back, but I'm also very doubtful of what I can do. I don't think I'm enough. I think that's something that all people feel. They never feel enough but themselves. Oh, there's a skeleton. Skeleton, you're trying to destroy my sentimental moment with my viewers. Get out! Oh, you're trying to blend my message. Alright, get out of here, buddy. I can't believe the skeleton just interrupted my monologue. I forgot that I haven't put torches in. That's why they were around. My goodness. Let me just go back to my base. But yeah, I truly feel that. I truly feel that. Let me go back up before I start my monologue back again. I feel like I feel like I should do more, man. I know what I'm doing with my life now. I feel like I've been dragged on with work for so long that I feel like I don't have a life anymore. You know, it's just not there. That spark that I used to have is just not there. I've been praying about this. Maybe I haven't prayed enough. Maybe it's because I've always I always have this bad habit of holding myself back from praying to God because I think he'll be ashamed if I tell this thing. I feel like I'm embarrassed. You know, it's like me not. I feel embarrassed when I when I talk about things to my dad or to my mom. So I just don't share it with anyone. I don't share it with anyone. And I think that got to the point where I don't want to share it with God. It's a very weird thing, but I think a lot of people might have experienced this. Well, to the point where they're not really used to sharing anything with people in their lives, that they're not even sharing this thing with God. You know, and I think for people who are watching this, if you're experiencing what I'm experiencing, you better share it with God. I'm not kidding. I think that's the only way. That's the only way to do it. Oh well. I think that's enough for today's episode. I think did you guys even see my house that I built? Wait, let me check. Let me check back here. Ooh, the shaders does make everything look really pretty. I love this. I love the reimagined shade, the complementary reimagined shaders. It looks really good. So I've showed you guys this one in the last episode. This one is also done. Oh yeah, I made this house here. I made this house over here. It's pretty nice, isn't it? It has 2 beds, and so the villagers can sit here. I have a painting. Ah, that painting is so good. And I forgot to add torches here, but that's why this side is so dark. I'll have to fix that, but don't mind me. And also, I made this little table that I have. Oh, wait. That's not supposed to happen. There you go. Okay, the table is correct now. If I go here, we also have this little house that I'm building out of stone bricks because I wanted to go a different aesthetic. Because I've always built with wood. I wanted to build something with stone bricks, and so here it is. I'm trying to build the roof, and after that roof is done, and we're good. I also added glowstone here, so it looks way brighter than it used to be. And I think I also put a couple of lights here and as well. It's kind of dark here near the fountain. That's not supposed to happen. This place is supposed to be the brightest place in the area because it's the center. So I have to work on that. And something that I also added, wait, let me show you real quick. I think I added some paintings downstairs. I think I did, yeah. Let me check. There should be some painting downstairs. Ah, there you go. Oh, no, it's not this one. It's on this one. There you go. Yep. Here are the paintings. Oh, I love this painting so much. It's these 2 karate man trying to fight each other. This is like my favorite painting in Minecraft ever. I always want to have this one painting in my world at least. This one is also really cool, and this one as well. Very nice. I wanna make more paintings over there, and to definitely fill up the storage room when we can. So there's that. Well, this was quite the episode. I actually want to thank you guys for being supportive of this channel. And I'll see you guys next time. So, bye bye. And God bless you.